Camera rolling. Let's try this for the third time. Can you get paid from old SoundCloud streams? Beyonce shows us more money moves and 5 things that every artist should know about live shows. More on this on today's episode of Music ID TV, your home for B2B music news. Deep Dive Edition. So to stay abreast on the latest happenings in the B2B music news, well, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified whenever we post a video on the channel. How are you doing today? I am doing absolutely awesome. I am Tuko, your resident artist entrepreneur, and let's get into today's episode. So Beyonce bought back full control of her Ivy Park athleisure clothing line. She had a 50-50 partnership with Philip Green, the guy behind Topshop, who's also recently been accused of sexual harassment, racial abuse, and a couple of other heinous things. So it's probably not a bad idea for Beyonce to no longer be in the deal with him. And I think it's real great for artists to have ownership on their entities, and she bought back full control. She probably needed the assistance and the resources in the beginning, but now she probably can grow without it. So kudos, Beyonce, nice move. Also, can you get paid from SoundCloud streams that you had previously to signing up on the SoundCloud Premier program? I've searched high and low. I've had a ton of questions about that, probably pop a couple of them on the screen, but everything that I've searched had no specific verbiage that said you can get paid from old SoundCloud streams that you had prior to joining the SoundCloud Premier program. But I also did not see anything that said specifically that you cannot. However, all the verbiage does imply that you will be able to monetize after joining SoundCloud Premier program, meaning the streams that you gain after being in the program are the streams that will be monetized. So as far as it stands, from my research, unless you come across something different, as of now, you cannot get paid for old streams on SoundCloud Premier. Like I said, if you've seen something different, let me know in the comment section below. Might do a whole video about it again, because that'll be more research and more information to go off of, and I want to make sure everybody is aware of how that goes, because I got a ton of questions about it. But just so you know, as of now, no. And let's get into today's deep dive story. This story comes to us from Nielsen. Nielsen did a survey on 3,000 Americans in 2018 about how they actually engage with live music. I went on to break that down into 5 things that every artist should know about live shows. Number 1, live music matters. 52% of the US attends live music events. This is including festivals, live concerts, outdoor events that just so happen to have music happening. The US is about 300 million people, so if this survey can be considered accurate, that will be equating up to over 150 million people who attend live music events per year. That's a huge market, so just so you know, live music is still thriving. So consider that with your business model. Number 2, money matters. Households that make over $80,000 per year are the ones who generally attend music events. They are 35% more likely to attend live music events. I say this is a good thing for you to know, so you can really consider the fact that whoever is coming to your show might have a little bit of access cash, who might be able to make a purchase on your merch. So you might want to have a merch concept. Speaking of merch. Number 3, merch matters. 23% of live music attendees have a tendency to purchase merch on site at the event. I think this is a great number to know, because you can really do the number by knowing what your turnout might be for a live show and trying to accommodate at least 25% of those people who might come to a live show. Yes, when you are a new artist, the numbers might be low, but it is kind of your job to get those numbers up. Number 4, social media matters. 53% of people who say they discover new music discover it via social media. That is a huge number. I think we're all aware of the power of social media. There are other ways that people discovered new music as well. 37% said friends and family, 32% said radio, and 27% said they actually found new music through the artist's official website, which seems kind of weird. I don't know how you would stumble upon an artist's official website. I've never done that in my entire life. I've only accidentally clicked on them. No, I'm kidding. I've found a couple of them here and there, but it's generally when I'm already interested in the artist and know who they are. So I don't know how that goes. Well, It is new music rather than new artists, but a lot of us will be new artists. So let's stick to the social media, the friends and family, and the other options. Maybe not radio. Social media, friends and family. Let's target there. Number 5, music matters. 79% of people who attend live events say that music helps them relive their past. 73% of people who attend live music events say they would be lost without live music. 70% of people who attend live music events say that music helps them identify themselves. So that's very important. I think that's a huge thing. You might want to know that if people are identifying themselves through music, your music might want to give them something to help them identify themselves with. Just saying though. And 67% of people say that music helps them connect with their friends and family. Now, I think that there's an overarching trend of nostalgia in all these concepts that they're breaking down as far as how live music is relating to people, because if it's helping you relate to your friends and family, helping you relive your past, helping you discover who you are, a lot of those things are kind of based off the past. You're close with your friends and family through a certain history, you discover who you are through things you've been through, and you also relive the past by having had a past that you lived through. So I think that there's a certain sense of nostalgia. That's why samples probably work so well in the market, but that's a whole nother thing. Or let me know what you think the most enlightening thing is that you found out on today's episode. For me, I really think it was tip number 5 about how people actually are relating to music. Other ones might be a giveaway, but that one was a little bit more insightful in my opinion. But let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Beyond that, I am Tuko. You can follow me on Instagram at TukoIam. You can also keep up on the latest B2B music news by following Musik IDTV on Instagram at Musik IDTV. And if you know someone who should be up on what we share here on the channel, don't be afraid to share this video with them, like and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next video.